Good morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Armando, and it's First Thing First period on Wednesday, March 16th.
And that means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Tyler.
Today we have a special edition of TJTV.
Since there aren't that many announcements, we are going to show you a news package made by Paulo Garcia.
Elk Grove has recently been struck with a series of crimes within a mile of our school. In this special episode of TJTV, we will share the details of these crimes as well as the community's response to these events. Reporter Paulo Garcia has prepared a number of reports that we will share with you today. We begin our report with the details of the first event during which one of the students of our school was robbed by 3 suspects, one of whom was armed. Let's go to Paulo Garcia for the facts.
At around 3:15 on Wednesday, a student from Toby Johnson Middle School was held at gunpoint and robbed by 3 men at McLean Drive. The student was walking home from school when he was confronted by 3 Hispanic males who appeared to be 17 to 18 years of age. One of the men pulled out a handgun, held the student at gunpoint, and demanded his personal property. Fearing for his safety, the student complied with the demands and gave the man his property. As they were walking away, a witness approached the suspects and advised them to return the stolen property, but backed away after one of the men lifted up his shirt, revealing a handgun. The suspects then fled the scene. An arrest of a juvenile subject has been made in connection with this crime, and some of the students' property has been recovered. Reporting for TJTV, Paulo Garcia.
The day following the student robbery, another local series of crimes took place with widespread consequences. Let's go back to Paulo for more.
On Thursday, just before 3 p.m., police received calls of shots fired near Tuttle Way, and just after, a black Mercedes crashed into a sushi wrap and roll burrito restaurant near Atkins and Whitelock Parkway. Although the details are still under investigation, possibly 3 vehicles, including a black Mercedes sedan, fled the initial incident on Tuttle Way, eventually arriving at the intersection of Atkins and Whitelock Parkway, where at least 1 additional shot was fired. The black Mercedes sped through the intersection before crashing into the restaurant. The vehicle ended up deep inside the Wrap and Roll Sushi Burrito restaurant, but no one was injured. The only customer in the restaurant was at the counter, not in the dining area affected by the crash. Although this incident had no connection to any Elk Grove school or student, 5 Elk Grove Unified Schools were on lockdown in an effort to keep students safely out of the area during the police activity. 4 people were arrested in connection with this incident, leaving Wrap and Roll and community members trying to put things back together. I'm Paulo Garcia reporting for TJTV.
Following the gunshots, car crash, and lockdowns, a threat was made to Franklin High School students over Twitter later that same day. Paulo Garcia has the details.
Hours after the crash, a 16-year-old Franklin High School student posted a threat on Twitter warning other students not to attend school on Friday. The student posted a picture of a person wearing a ski mask and holding what appeared to be an assault rifle. He was taken to the Sacramento County Juvenile Hall on suspicion of making criminal threats by means of an electronic communication device. Franklin High School classes were held as scheduled Friday after authorities found out that the threat was a hoax. While the threat was determined not to be credible, the charges the student faces for making such a threat are still very real. Sancti Princeton, spokesperson for the Elk Grove Unified School District, urges all students who see something or know something to say something. I'm Paulo Garcia, reporting for TJTV.
Despite all these crimes occurring in just a short period of time, Elk Grove is hoping that crime is not the new norm in this peaceful town. Residents had a chance to voice their concern about the recent increase in violence, and the police officials answered their questions on Friday. Paulo Garcia has the story.
In response to the recent escalation of crime, Elk Grove city leaders held a community meeting at our school to reassure residents that this is still one of the safest towns in Sacramento County. Representatives from the Elk Grove Police Department, City Council, as well as Elk Grove Mayor Gary Davis spoke to community members.
The fundamental goal here tonight is to organize. And as you can see, it's an active and engaged community. They're willing to roll up their sleeves and get to work.
The point here is to make sure everybody feels comfortable, safe at the schools, safe in their homes, and safe when they're out and about in the community.
The main message shared by city officials and law enforcement was that although it looks like there's suddenly a crime problem, these few events just happened to occur in a short time frame.
The recent events that have occurred was a coincidence, is an unfortunate coincidence.
These are some very, very isolated incidents here in Elk Grove. We don't see that we're going to have any more. You can never predict this, but if you look at statistically over the last 16 years that we've been a city, very, very few incidents.
Speakers told residents that the town is still safe, as it has always been.
Elk Grove, and I've been here since 1999 as a resident, continues to be one of the safest cities for a city of our size.
We're the safest city in the region.
We are one of the safest cities in the state, if not the nation.
Community members were encouraged to
Make sure that we have a safe neighborhood, strong neighborhood, and work together to achieve that.
In order for Elk Grove to be the safest it can be, citizens have to be watchful and report suspicious activity.
An organized neighborhood is a strong neighborhood, is a safe neighborhood. As students within the district, you're always looking around, you're on social media. I mean, so if you do see something, you have to say something. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do about it. And we want to be responsive. We want to work together as a partnership. So if you see something, say something.
Reporting for TJTV, Paulo Garcia.
Thank you, Paulo, for your thorough coverage of these recent events. Although these crimes all happened within a few days of one another, this community is strong and dedicated to maintaining the peaceful neighborhood that it's always enjoyed. Thank you for joining us on this special episode of TJTV. I'm Jordan Yang.
Wow, that was a great news package to warn us about the crime around us.
I agree. It certainly is.
In club news, if you love K-pop, come to the K-Club after school today in MF8.
Now let's go to Trisha for a new segment called Lost and Found.
We have a lot of lost and found items at our school. 6 bags full to be exact. Every day we'll be showing you 7 lost and found items. If these items are yours, please come immediately to MC9 to pick up your stuff. Any items that are not picked up by the end of the year will be donated. Here are the 7 items. First, we have Franklin shorts. We have a leopard jacket, size large. We have an Abercrombie & Fitch jacket, size 11 to 12. We have a scarf. We have a black Destiny jacket, size small. We have a jacket from Love Culture. And finally, we have a faded Glory jacket, size small. That's it for me. I'm Trisha, reporting for TJTV. Now back to you.
Thanks, Trisha.
That's it for today's show.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Armando. You have advocacy today.
And I'm Tyler. We want to wish a happy birthday to a special TJTV cast and crew member, Paulo Garcia.
Happy birthday!